Any other? Sir, wala bang tulong magagaling from the national government or the regional? Kasi clearly, hindi natin I mean, I don't want to sound pessimistic, pero sobrang laki ng kailangan natin dito. So, I believe na hindi kakayanin ng city itself. So, napag-usapan nila po ba? Para we have an idea if we can adopt a resolution or dialogue with the regional office or the national government. So, kung ano po yung program nila na ibababa sa each division. O parang, for now, parang tayo na muna ang mag-outsource ng mga resources natin.
Sa ngayon po, Mayor, bali, wala pa namang nasasabi na bukod ng parang yan. Kundi sa lahat ng mga webinar po na namin, yung kinakaligan dahil yung nag-work. Bali, talagang stakeholders po yung pinapayaman na tutulong po sa mga schools. Kaya talagang naghanap kami ng partners, mga stakeholders na talagang tutulong po.
Meron na bang clear budget yung education kung magkano yung kailanganin dito sa alternate, dito sa modular? Meron bang kayong estimate kung additional?
Tanong po.
Wala pa. Para to give a para alam po natin kung magkano po yung nakikita natin, para at least alam natin kung magkano yung mahihingi natin sa mga marirequest natin sa ibang stakeholders. Kasi mahirap naman kung, di ba, kung wala tayo.
I-inform po namin.
Para we can also outsource as a body kung saan po tayo pwede umuha to get partners and so on. Okay? Kung wala na, last comment, Councilor Cirilo.
Last comment na, last month yata. Yan kung pinag-usapan pa lang ituloy yung enrollment o hindi. Parang, ano sa gusto nila sa August 24 mo, yung may sabi yata si Presiding na huwag muna. Pinipilit lang yung depend. Marami rin Perez doon na kaya sa tahon na ituloy. Kasi gusto na yung face-to-face, hindi yung video. Kasi sabi na maraming publikasyon yan eh. Kung hindi na ituloy, sabay-sabay na lang mag-start ulit. Pag medyo control na yung COVID-19 na yan, sana nawala yung mga problema na yan. Yung budget na yan. Kahit mag-itutulong tayo siguro sa tingin ko sa mga barangay, ibigay natin sa mga bata yung mga materialis na siguro pagka isa, dalawa, baka lang yan eh. Mga Perez naman nila, katabihan naman, di ba? Hindi lang pinag-aaral din iba.
Dahil marami pong parents na gusto rin pong magpatuloy yung mga anak dahil sayang yung isang taon para sa edukasyon ng mga bata. Kaya yung last din lang, nag-support din lang na naitutuloy. Dahil marami na mga alternative po na ginawa ng DepEd para may tuloy po.
Pero it will entail
such message for all of us. At siyempre, sa atin po municipal, as City Mayor, we will be para lahat po ng pili natin magawa. Matulungan natin yung mga bata. Then, doon po sa concern ni Attorney Cirilo Cantado, thank you po for that. Actually talagang gagastos tayo para sa mga bata natin. So we need to sacrifice a little bit. Kaysa yung isang taon ng masaya, sabi nga nila, we will sacrifice for now. But at the end, the sacrifice that we are giving will bear fruit also. Para at least yung mga bata, marami kasi sa mga bata na sa ngayon ay parang nagiging bored na. Prepared to have that. In the survey, yun po ang nangyari na mas marami talagang magulang pag-aaral ng kanyang mga anak. Kaya napapayag din po si President Duterte na dito pag-aaral. So yun po ang masasabi ko. Thank you.
Yes sir, yes sir. Go ahead.
Sinasabi siya na po kanina na may 10,000 na
Opo.
ilan tayo? 13 including the vice mayor, siguro din sa kanya. Ilan ang teacher sa Laminos? Lahat.
Umaabot po ng almost more or less siguro na teachers
So,
po tayo.
nag-contribute din sila ng 23,000. Ano kaya yun?
Stakeholder.
Stakeholder din sila dyan.
Talagang
Nagbibigay din po
Mga
kami.
3,000
Sa school division office po,
Talagang meron.
kami rin po.
Malaki na rin yun.
May tigwa 1,000 din po. Sa bawat. Oo, para at least matulungan po lahat talaga. So tulong-tulong po talaga. Sakripisyo ng konti. Opo, nag-move na rin po kami sa school division office at nakakaligong na rin kami para doon po. Tuloy po talaga.
Okay po. Sige
So,
po.
thank you po
Thank you very much, sir.
sa inyong pagtulong at pagsuporta. Hindi nga po para sa bayan. Sa mga bayan. Sige po.
Salamat po. So, before we close any words from Councilor Apple Bakay? Ano? Nakausap mo naman naman sa ano ba? Okay naman eh. So, next na. With that, I will resume my session. So, Apple Bakay will be arranging that assistance to our education sector. We'll now resume my session. Secretary, next item.
I proceed to the reference of business. The first item is the ordinance classifying 13 parcels of land with an aggregate area of 473,300 square meters from non-agricultural use to commercial use.
Councilor Pereira, the chairman of Land Use.
Mr. Chair, I want to schedule the said ordinance on July 9, 10 a.m.
Ano, Councilor Presiding Officer moves to schedule a committee hearing regarding the ordinance classifying 13 parcels of land on July 9, 10 o'clock in the morning here in the session hall. Kindly invite the city assessor. Sino pong invite natin? City assessor, the proponent, and then zoning, the city planning officer,
Planning.
okay, agriculture office, wala pang DNR, no? Di pa. Yung po ng barangay, hindi na, no? May resolution na sila dito. Sa public hearing na lang siguro sila. Sige. And whoever else the chairman would wish to be there, kindly invite also. So for now, yun ang muna. So ordered, July 9, 10 a.m. Please also secure the all documents mo para ano po tayo on that day. Next item.
Now proceed to proposed resolutions. The first item is the resolution realigning funds allocated for the construction of Special Drug Education Center under the Peace and Order Public Safety Plan 2020 to 2022 to procure vehicle and implement drug dependence recovery program. And a resolution reactivating the Philippine National Police Maritime Group in the city.
This been moved by Councilor Doc, seconded by Councilor Dapago for the suspension of the rules. So maybe, yeah, actually this was discussed during the Peace and Border Council meeting. Siguro, mag-set up ka pa, sir? Yung mic ko lang. We acknowledge our city planning officer.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. As discussed, as ordered said by the Honorable Vice Mayor, during the request was discussed during the CCC and Order Council meeting conducted last June 22, 2020, regarding the concern of the city public order and safety for the purchase of vehicle for their roving and maintenance of peace and orderly activity and promote from the DOG, Prosecutor, Provision Officer, Tarong, for the conduct of drug dependence following the law of the city, wherein the city is cooperating with the provincial government in the cost-sharing rehabilitation cost of the same program. So, as mentioned during the meeting, the funds allocated for the special drug rehabilitation center establishment plan 2022 under the Business Order Program amounting to 1.2 billion will be realigned to accommodate such supplies.
Questions? The body. So hindi naman required itong special drug education center. Is there a requirement that maybe we passed it, so meron bang requirement na i-build ito from the IND? Wala naman.
Tinanong ko po si Ma'am Jane. Pero ang ginagawa natin sa ngayon dyan is yung after the SWD, sila po yung doon po sa pondo nila nakakaltas yung payment for the sana huwag na doon sa pondo nila, kaya minabuti na lang po na dyan na lang po.
Kasi yung bahay pag-asa iba.
Iba po yun.
Pag-iba. Any questions? Councilor Sigundera?
Sir, how much again is the total amount sought to be realigned? Is it
1.2 million.
These realigned amounts po, what were they originally intended for?
Special establishment of construction of special drug education center as identified in the PACS Plan 2020 to 2022.
Okay, so very much to our guest. Engineering, salamat. I think na-discuss naman na ni Councilor Bernal na-discuss na rin namin nung after nung Peace and Order Council meeting. Thank you po. So we'll now resume, sir, salamat. We'll now resume our session. So for our item number 2, this is regarding the maritime. Councilor Bernal Rabago, shall we defer it to committee hearing, siguro? Sige, Council, you would like, sa hearing na lang o gusto yung sabihin nito? Councilor Galgakay?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chair, si committee hearing na lang. Sa akin, sa palagay ko ito, magkakaproblema lang tayo. Problema ang maritan dito sa Malaginos. Dagdagulit ng problema, hindi tutulong sa problema ng sila.
Ito ba yung marina, maritime?
Yung maritime. Kasi actually, nung minsan, nung katapos ng meeting dito, sabi yung mga tagalutok yung mga uwi lahat. Kaya sabi ko naman sa kanila, ito naman pinauwi. Tapos sinabihan nyo kung ano yung mga
bagong
organization nila. Kasi gumastos na sila ng gasolina pagkatapos pinauwi yung sa kanila. Yun lang, kaya
parang
dami
na may maritime, may marina, may bantay dagat. Anyway, si Lord Rabago, kaya gusto i-hearing ito. July 10 a.m. Councilor Bernardo, the chairperson on recent orders scheduled July 10, 10 a.m. So, ordered. Next item, Madam Secretary.
May proceed to communications received. The first,
Sir, I give one pa, wala pa.
Ha?
I think one.
Ano?
This is a this is a dati pa po ba? Elevator one. Hindi pa. Box plan.
Sorry.
Box plan.
Yeah.
Realignment.
Okay, so what is our any motion for the POPs plan? Councilor Serino.
Chair, I move that division be elevated to the business object of consideration.
It's been moved by Councilor Serino, seconded by Councilor Season and Councilor De Leon for the inclusion of the said resolution in the business of the day for deliberation. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is included in the business of the day. Next item, Madam Secretary.
may proceed to the proposed resolution. The first communications received. The first item is the review of barangay and annual supplemental budgets 2020 of the funding barangay. Barangay Sabangan, Bulacan, Saysay, Mona, Poblacion, San Antonio, Santa Maria, Banamugong, Polo, Sabangan, and Pangasinan.
Mr. Chair, I wish that we conduct review those budgets. July 9 at 9 a.m.
Councilor Serino moves for the schedule of committee hearing on July 9, 9 o'clock in the morning regarding the barangay budget. So ordered. Next item.
Now proceed to committee reports. The first item is a joint committee report from the hearing held on July 1st regarding the proposed ordinance adopting the applicable provisions of the Republic Act Number 9994, otherwise known as Expanded Senior Citizens 2010, specifically Article 20, Section 3.
Councilor Season.
Mr. Chair, the public hearing was conducted this July 1, 2020. Present were representatives from the Senior Citizens Association, the Budget Officer, and the Legal Officer of the LG. The committee has explained that the real purpose of the proposed ordinance is to provide financial assistance to senior citizens who were adversely affected by the pandemic crisis. The Budget Officer, however, expressed that such requests would fail because contrary to the rules, APOA will not allow such kind of financial assistance to vulnerable groups like our senior elders. Instead, she recommended that a fund for senior citizens be provided in the Civil Mayor's Office Special Appropriation to be embodied in the annual budget so that there is no need to enact ordinance for this purpose. In view of the above finding, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of this committee report and the said measure be deleted from the calendar.
So, before we approve that, delete lang natin or i-consider natin ilagay sa annual budget? Magkano ba yung usapan, Councilor? What, Councilor Dan, 1 million? 1 M? Under, ano pong under the City Mayor's Office Special Appropriation? Councilor Season moves for the adoption of the committee report. The said measure be deleted in our calendar of business. But please take note that we will lobby or include this assistance in our 2021 annual budget to assist our senior citizens that is part of the vulnerable groups in our city. Next item.
Joint Committee Report from the dialogue held on June 2nd regarding the implementation of City Ordinance Number 2020-16.
Mr. Chair, the dialogue was conducted on July 2. Present were councilors for the Babae Lottery Program. Also present were the Barangay Council of Anton and the financial owners of Walo Beach. The dialogue stemmed from a complaint from beach or business owners operating in Pantan, particularly in Walo Beach, questioning a concerning barangay housing, which prohibits the opening of establishments from the period of July 1 to August 31, 2020. In the said reason why. In the course of the discussion, Punong Barangay Mateo argued that the safety and welfare of his constituency is his primordial concern. He expressed his belief that the opening will expose his constituents to more risk considering the vulnerability of the pandemic. The beach owners, however, asserted that they need to go back to the guide in order to sustain their living. It was learned from the tourism representative that there are several documentary requirements to be secured prior to their intention to reopen their businesses, and that most of the beach owners comply with those requirements. At the end, Punong Barangay Pinot agreed to open Polo Beach on August 1, with the condition that the requirements mentioned by the tourism representative become all inclusive and observance of health guidelines and protocols. In view of the above stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of this committee report and clear the same as finally resolved or terminated, thus recommended that the upper cited subject be deleted from the review.
Okay naman na, hindi na resolve na yung issue. Meron pa siyang additional barangay requirement ng hinihingi wala? Yung sa national one. Okay. Councilor Season moves for the adoption of this committee report and the said item be deleted from the calendar of business since the issue has been resolved by this August body and the said barangay and the said agencies concerned. So order. Para correct mo lang nung the beach owners, I guess
Punong Barangay.
the beach owners, however, as the resort owners, the resort owners. Ano ba yun? Yung beach, yung harap kanila rin. Hindi, di ba? Next item.
Now proceed to the business of the day. The first item is the resolution realigning the funds allocated for the construction of Special Drug Education Center under the Peace and Order Public Safety Plan 2020 to 2022 to procure POSO vehicle and implement drug dependence recovery program.
Yes, Mr. Chair, if there are no more questions or comments on the mentioned measure, I move to its adoption.
It's been moved by Councilor Cirillo, seconded by Councilor Segundera, Councilor Season, and co-sponsored by Councilor Bernarapagan, chairperson on peace and order for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Second reading of the resolution approving the utilization of the calendar year 2017 and 2018 local disaster risk reduction and management special trust fund and investment plan amounting to 14,425,043 pesos for disaster projects and programs of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Yes, Madam Secretary, have they submitted the amended proposal?
Yes, sir.
Pakulitin na yung 14 na yan.
14 na yan,
17. Mr. Chair, the amended proposal and move for the adoption of the mentioned proposed resolution.
It's been moved by Councilor Cirillo and seconded by Councilor Segundera, Councilor Lapo, Councilor Season, Councilor Pilion, co-sponsored by Councilor Segundera, as chairman on CDRR for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Sure, resolution to, no? The ordinance?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Announcement, reminders. We have already received the confirmation of the submitted ordinances of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. There are 3 already. We have the Sangguniang Panlungsod Resolution number 629/2020 declaring the site number 1 enacted within the conferred powers of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. And also Sangguniang Panlungsod Resolution number 630/2020 declaring appropriation ordinance number 2020-01 enacted within the conferred powers of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. And also Sangguniang Panlungsod Resolution number 631/2020 declaring ordinance number 2020-20 which is the ordinance strictly imposing measures to prevent the spread of coronavirus in the city of Alaminos, enacted within the conferred powers of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. So another announcement po, schedule po ng ating ISO internal July 8 to 1 to 3:30 in the afternoon.
Announcement to the public hearing.
Saan?
Sa lupa po, sa Barangay Lupa.
Yung ano ba yan? Yung environmental case.
9 AM po sa entertainment area sa Lupa.
Entertainment area na pala.
Yes po, entertainment area po sa Lupa po.
Ano kailangan paghanda doon sa ISO? Ano mangyayari? Hindi ko
Kagaya rin po ng nangyaring external audit, sir, pero din po kailangan yung memories ng mga staff, our distribution, yung the practice of 5S, dapat marinis po lahat ang ating mga offices.
So, let us please comply kasi naman kung tayo yung masita sa legislative. So, palinis na lang po ng mga opisina. Tsaka, make sure na yung mga people concerned na dito po sa during office hours. Ano ba yun? Online na ba yun? Ano ba? Online na ba yun? Any other announcements? Sige, magsulat na lang tayo.